Before we dive into ecosystems and balance and biodiversity, we need to ask one important question. What is a keystone species? Just like the keystone in an arch holds the whole structure up, a keystone species holds its entire ecosystem together. Take that species away, and everything can collapse. This video is about keystone species, the quiet powerhouses of the natural world. We'll explore what they are, why they matter, and how losing even one can shake an entire environment, from the forests of Yellowstone to the kelp beds of the California coast. Let's start in Yellowstone National Park. In the early 1900s, gray wolves were hunted out of the region. Without wolves, elk populations skyrocketed, and with so many elk grazing unchecked, riverbanks and young trees like willows and aspens started to disappear. But in 1995, wolves were reintroduced. What happened next is called the trophic cascade. Wolves controlled the elk, which allowed trees and shrubs to regrow, bringing back birds, beavers, and even changing how rivers flowed. That's how one species, a keystone species, reshaped an entire ecosystem. Local impact? Yellowstone got greener, more sustainable, and more biodiverse. Global impact? This became a global symbol of conservation success. It showed how rewilding and protecting species can have a ripple effect in biodiversity. Who was impacted? Farmers were concerned about wolf predation, but conservationists, local wildlife, and tourists all gained from a healthier park.
Now, let's go west to the Pacific coast. Sea otters might look cuddly, but they're fierce protectors of underwater forests. How? By eating sea urchins. Sea urchins eat kelp. Too many urchins and the kelp vanishes. But when sea otters are around, they keep urchin numbers in check, and the kelp forests thrive. These forests are nurseries for fish. They protect shorelines and even store carbon. Communities near these kelp forests benefit from healthier fisheries and shoreline stability. Sea otters help fight climate change by protecting one of Earth's best carbon sinks. Fishermen, scientists, and coastal ecosystems all feel the effect.
So how do keystone species affect biodiversity? In a big way. When they disappear, biodiversity drops. When the wolves were gone, songbirds and beavers left too. When otters are missing, entire kelp forests die. Why is biodiversity lost? Because without these key players, habitats unravel. The timeline? It can happen fast. Yellowstone changed in just a few years. Kelp forests can vanish in less than a decade. So, what's being done? For wolves, organizations like the National Park Service and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service lead reintroduction and protection efforts. The cost? Millions over years, including tracking, breeding, and community outreach. For otters, the Monterey Bay Aquarium and the U.S. Geological Survey track populations and run rescue programs. They also work with coastal fisheries to balance human and environmental needs. Pros and cons. Ecosystem recovery, biodiversity increase, ecotourism, and educational growth are all pros. On the flip side, we can see economic pushback from ranchers or fisheries, high cost of reintroduction, and time and patience needed to see results. Keystone species are more than just animals on a food web. They're the glue, the pillars, and the architects of balance in nature. Without them, the structure collapses. Let's protect them. Let's pay attention to the pieces holding it all together. Thank you all for watching. Stay curious and keep learning.